Go live. Hey, happy Wednesday to you all. It's good to be here live with you, but if you're watching this in the replay, it means that I decided to make this public because of the value that I'm going to bring to you today. Let's see if I have everything all set here. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat. I'll address every question that I get here. I'm using a new platform here. I'm excited to be using it, and you're going to see today. I'm going to share my screen because we're going to build together some of the elements that are in a web presence. So welcome. If you're new to this channel, let me explain how this works. This is live number 2. Every week, every Wednesday, I'm here with you at noon Central Time. And my goal is to give you one strategy from beginning to the end that is going to allow you to get insurance leads that you generated without having to pay for agencies or even buying leads from lead generators. So everything that I explain here, that I teach here, is focused on the insurance market. So welcome all of the insurance brokers out there. My goal is really to get you to write 30 policies in 30 days. And my name is Ed Cortez. This is what I do. I have already helped over 1,000 insurance brokers to accomplish their digital marketing program to attract leads on their own. In my point of view, that's the only way that you can really grow your brokerage business, by generating leads, by becoming an authority. There's one thing that I always say, which is there are multiple ways to get you from wherever you are to writing 30 policies in 30 days. There are literally multiple ways to do that. And you don't have to know all of them. You just have to pick one strategy, do it constantly every day, and then you're going to get there. Okay, so let's get started. But before, let me explain what today's episode is going to be about. I'm going to be talking about a web presence. So getting you in front of people in the web environment. And I'm going to explain what environments exists, but this is what we're going to discuss today. And then you're going to use that to attract warm insurance leads. So before I dive into today's content, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because that's really one of the best ways for you to get access to the next episode. And then YouTube is going to do the work of letting you know that I am creating new content for you. So hit that subscribe button. I am going to let you know via email, if you are in my email list, that I'm going to be live every Wednesday on the topic. But you know how email works. Sometimes it doesn't work, right? So make sure you subscribe, and we're going to get started now. So what is exactly an internet presence? Because before we discuss what a web presence is, I think you need to understand what is the internet presence. So imagine, and you can use your own, how you use the internet for this. When you are online, most likely you have your phone. Normally when we're browsing, when we're searching, we're using our phone, but it doesn't matter. The analogy works if you're using a computer as well. But when we are online, we're normally using social medias, so Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, so we're using the apps, or we're using the web. And the web is what you access through a browser. So anytime that you are reading an article or doing searches or even watching a YouTube video, you're normally using a browser, so you are on the web. And then, of course, because of that, well, and before someone tells me, yeah, but there's also the yoga app and there's also the games. Yeah, but that's we're using that, but not for business purposes. And I definitely can't take you to writing 30 policies in 30 days within those platforms. But on social media and on the web, that's where you can build your presence. So building a presence, creating a presence is really about being present and being discoverable and appearing when someone is looking for the products that you sell. So a web presence is when you build your presence, when you create your presence in the web environment. Whereas a social media presence is when you create your profile and your Facebook page, for instance, on social media networks. That's not what we're going to discuss today. That's a topic for a different episode. Today, I'm going to focus on your web presence. So you can build a web presence basically with a website. And the definition of a website is pages that you have content in them. You have perhaps a product portfolio, something about your company, something about you, a contact page, and that's a website. It has navigation, so you know what that is. Of course, that's basically a brochure that is digital. Then you could have also as a web presence a blog. So a blog is where you would write content. Normally, it's written content. It is becoming more and more rare to see strategies that rely on blogs, just because of the video consumption. So videos just like this, that's where the trend is going for creating content and getting your presence out there through content. But anyway, you could have a website, blog, and the third one is the most important one, and that's what I'm going to focus today on, is your landing page. Okay, so a landing page is where you need to focus on what you definitely need to have. If you don't have one, that's what we're going to be doing today. So why exactly do you need to focus on a landing page if you want quick results? The reason is because a landing page has only one purpose. When you build a landing page, it is meant to be a landing location for clicks. So let's deconstruct here what the term is. So it's a page, so it's something that you open on a browser, hence it is a web presence. And it serves as the purpose to receive a click, receive a visitor, and then convert that visitor into one lead, into one form, or a message that you get from someone requesting a quote from you. So that's the purpose, and a landing page is optimized for that. So it means that it loads fast, it works well on mobile, it doesn't have exit points. That is the reason why you wouldn't want to use your website as the destination for your campaigns, for your marketing campaigns, because it doesn't make sense for you to have a campaign that targets a specific product or a specific purpose and drive that person to a website where that person can then navigate and then get lost, and then something happens and they don't become a lead. So a landing page serves as the sole purpose of getting that click and converting that into a lead that you can then take on your sales journey. So once you have a landing page, it is the next thing you need to do is basically get people to go there. And nowadays, you can't expect someone to simply parachute into your landing page. That's not going to happen. You need to drive people there. And the way you drive people there is through campaigns. So once you have a landing page, really the next step is, where do you want to go to buy clicks? Because when you go to Google or Facebook, which are the leading stores to purchase clicks, they're going to ask, sure, we have someone's attention, and we know when they're in market or when they're looking for life insurance, for instance. Do you want that? And then you say, yeah, I want. My bid is this because it's an auction. And then that click is going to be driven to your website. That's basically how the paid section of digital marketing works. And I'm making this as simple as possible for you to understand that you have basically two components here in order for you to generate leads. You need a landing page and you need a campaign. The campaign is going to be something that you go on Google search, for instance. So when someone searches for the product, your ad appears, or on YouTube and on live number 1, which was the last live that I did last week. It's still available, so if you want to go back there later after this video is over, you can see that strategy on YouTube, but also Facebook ad strategies, Google discovery strategies, even Gmail ads or display ads. They're all strategies that you can go to buy clicks from people that are in market for what you sell, and then drive to a landing page. And once that landing page receives that traffic, it's going to convert that into a lead. Okay, so that's essentially how that works. And my goal today is for you to get a landing page. I think it's extremely hard for you to get anywhere with digital marketing if you don't have a landing page for the product that you want to sell. And then once you have it, then all you need is to find the right traffic source. Because once you find the right traffic source, and that's definitely something that I'm going to be helping you in those lives, once you have that, then it's just a matter of scaling. It's just a matter, because you're going to see that you have a funnel. You have a basic funnel. You buy clicks, your landing page generates the leads, and then you come in and you do your sales magic, and then you make that lead become a paying customer. So once you have that basic funnel set, all you have to do is then scale up, buy more clicks, more leads, and more leads, more sales. Okay, so let's get you there. So the thing that you need, you need 4 things to have a landing page. Basically, 4 things are going to get you up and going. First thing you need is a domain. And a domain is basically something that says www. And then it can be your name, insurance.com, or any other type of domain. So it's basically a domain name is your registration, where people go to. Now, once someone arrives at your domain, they need to be served with a page. And that page needs to be stored somewhere. That's where the second element that you need is, which is the hosting provider. So a hosting provider is going to rent you a piece of a computer that is going to store your web pages, your landing pages. Okay, so making it extremely simple for you. And then that web page needs to be built on a platform that allows a page to be easily built. And the leading application to do that, it's just like if you want to do a spreadsheet, you would go to Excel or Google Sheets. For web pages and landing pages, that's the same thing. You need an application, and that application, the leading application, is called WordPress, and it's free. Then, but WordPress alone is hard to use. Then you want to enhance it with a plugin, and the leading plugin to build landing pages is called Elementor. Okay, so I'm giving you the 4 elements that you need to go from scratch, from not having a web presence at all, to having a a landing page, and then you can drive traffic to. Now, where can you get those things? And I'm not endorsing. I'm just giving you names so you can go and do your research. But when you pick a hosting provider, normally they're going to give you the domain for free. Normally, they're going to give you at least 1 year of the domain. So you don't really even need normally to buy a domain and then buy your hosting provider. Okay, so you could research locations, and I'm going to put here in the chat. So hosting providers, so you can see. So the first one is going to be, let me change this here, is going to be Bluehost. Okay, so that's another one. The second one is going to be Hostinger. The third one is going to be HostGator. Okay, so 3 names. And I know that they're going to be around maybe $3 to $5 per month. They're going to give you a domain name normally, and then you will be able to, once you subscribe to a plan, once you register and make a payment, they're going to give you access to a piece of, it's called a panel, so a piece of software, and that's where you can install WordPress. And normally, I know if you haven't done this before, it might sound complicated, but it's not. All you have to do is go to one of those websites, pick one, pick a plan, then you're going to open the panel, and normally they have something called one-click WordPress install. So it's literally one click, you do that click, and you're going to have WordPress. And once you have WordPress, you will want to go to plugins and then install a plugin called Elementor. Let me write that here so you know what to do. So Elementor is going to be the plugin that is going to help you. Now, once you do that, then you're ready to follow the step-by-step process that I'm about to show you here. And actually, I'm going to give you a template that you can import to your Elementor, to your WordPress plus Elementor, that is going to allow you to create your own landing page in minutes. So let's do that now. I'm going to click here so you can share my screen. Actually, I'm going to make that bigger, and then let's see this, maximize. Let's see. All right, so here I am. Cool. All right, so what you see here in my screen is WordPress. So once you go to one of the hosting providers, you pay, pick a plan and you pay, then you're going to install WordPress on your domain. You're going to see something like this. So you're going to go here to plugins and then add new. Let me maximize this so it's easier for you to see. Let me do this. All right, so it's here. You're going to go to plugins, add new, and then search for Elementor. Just hit enter, and then you're going to install it here. It's going to be this Elementor website builder. You're going to install, activate, and that's it. So the next thing that you're going to do is to open here. It's going, after you activate Elementor, it's going to show you here templates, and then you're going to go to saved templates. And what a template is just a way for you to import a page that was already pre-built for you, and that's what I'm going to give you. And then you can create your own page based on that. All right, so once you are here on saved templates, you're going to come here to import templates, and then you're going to pick a file, and then you're going to pick the landing page template that I'm going to give you. Now, how can you get that file? Let's pick that. I'm going to import it here. So here's how you're going to get this file. So template for download. Let's put it here. All right, let's see here. So I'm showing a caption here with the template for download. So it's going to be bit.ly/live gift from Ed. Okay, so this is where you're going to download the zip file with the template. And don't worry, it's safe, it's virus-free. Don't need to worry about that. However, this is going to expire in 2 days from today. So today is October 7th. If you're watching the replay, sorry, I can't give you the template anymore. This is only for the who is here live with me watching this, committed to writing 30 policies in 30 days, right? So here's your link. And then once you upload it, it's going to show here as landing page template. If you have that here, you're done. Then what you need to do is go to pages and then add new. Okay. Great. So it's going to ask you for a title. I'm going to suggest that you add the title either insurance broker and then your location. But because one of the strategies that's going to help you write 30 in 30 is a geo-restricted strategy. So trying to capture leads in your location. So you would write that, or you can basically do life insurance specialist or life insurance broker. Anyway, it depends on what you want to do, or get your auto insurance quote. You could do anything like that. The important thing is that you understand that a landing page is mission specific. And what that means is it's going to be the campaign, the strategy that you're going to build to drive to get leads has to be all aligned. Your campaign needs to be aligned with your landing page. Okay, so here I'm going to go with the local strategy. So let's do here insurance or life insurance broker in Dallas. All right, so I'm going to publish here. And that's going to create the page, but that page is going to be empty. We need to edit. So let's edit with Elementor. There was a small button over there, so let's do that. And then the next thing that we need to do is to import the template that is now available in your WordPress. So you're going to hit this icon here, and then you can go here to My Templates. What you see here is templates that WordPress and Elementor, they already give you. So if you don't want to use, or you missed the opportunity to import My Template, you can pick one here. The ones that says Pro, that's because Elementor has a paid version. So if it doesn't have Pro, you can use the free versions. Right, so if you go to My Templates, you're going to see the template that we just imported and the one I gave you. And you will notice that it's all broken, right? You have this and it doesn't make sense. So you're going to go here to the settings, to this gear icon, and then change to the page layout to Elementor Canvas, and then update. Once you do that, you will see that the landing page is all built, all ready for you. Okay, so I'm actually going to refresh. Let's update it here real quick. I'm going to refresh, make sure that I can show you. Actually, let me show you this here. I'm going to click the preview so you see what the page looks like. So it's going to say your life insurance specialist in Dallas. I'm going to show you how to change colors, change the icon here, the image, and everything else. So let's go through this so you understand. Here's the headline, and you definitely want the headline to contain the words that your campaign is going to focus on. So if your campaign is life insurance in Dallas, then you want that here. Okay. Then you have a description here with a copy that you can change to what you want. And then the first call to action is going to be whatever you want. If your location and and you believe that the audience that you're trying to go and reach, they're active on WhatsApp, that is definitely one of the great ways to differentiate yourself, because it immediately establishes a one-to-one relationship with your lead. Or you can have a call hyperlink here that people can click here and call you. Now, one thing that makes your landing page strong is a promise of savings, like why you will save up to 75% with me. And then you explain why that is. You can have a copy, create that copy based on why you think. But my point is, if you have a promise on saving, that is definitely a strong offer. Now here is where we are going to put a form, because there might be people that don't want to quote with WhatsApp and they want a form. So we're going to install a form here. I'm going to do that later with you. I'm also using this section here to tell people that they can find all kinds of insurance products with you, so you can add whatever you want here based on what you have. Then there's something called mental triggers. Robert Cialdini writes about them. So here's a very strong mental trigger, which is the familiarity trigger. So you want to put your picture and then really add your bio here. If someone were going to meet you for the first time, what would you say? Okay, so here's what you want to introduce you to that person. And then the other mental trigger is social proof. So you want to have testimonials here. Think about the last clients that you served, and maybe write a testimonial. I'm telling you to really write something, contact them and say, hey, would you mind if I need testimonials, would you mind if I put your picture and your name and this testimonial on my website? And they're likely going to say yes, and because you saved them time on writing something, this is going to go smoothly for you. And then the last thing here is the footer with a call me button and then contact me on Instagram. So you have basically three ways for someone that lands in this landing page to contact you. And then the last thing is the privacy policy. If you're going to be doing Google Ads, you need to have a privacy policy. So you want data here. Okay, so that's the landing page in a nutshell, the one I'm giving you. Let's go back here and I'm going to show you how to edit. So Elementor is extremely easy to edit. It's basically just like using a word processor. So you want to replace this with your location. So it could be your life insurance specialist in Los Angeles. So you would add here. If you want to change this text, it's going to be the same thing. And then for the image here, all you have to do is click on the pencil here and then choose image. And then you can upload your own file here, and that is going to replace that image. To replace the phone number here, you have to change it here and then edit the hyperlink and change this number. Okay, so very intuitive. Here's same thing. If you want to change all that, you can. Now let's explain how you can add a form here. So in order to use a form, because of the way that WordPress works, you will need to use a form builder. And the form builder that I recommend is called WP Forms. So that's another plugin that you will want to install. So you're going to go back to the WordPress, go to plugins, add new, and then here you're going to write WP Forms, and it's going to open here, and it's going to be the same thing. You're going to install and then activate. Once you install and activate, then it's going to show here. You can click on it, and then we're going to build a form. So to build a form, all you have to do is add new, go through the step-by-step process. There's a small wizard that actually helps you. And then you're going to get something called a short code. So your form, like request a quote here, has a short code. So I'm going to copy it here, so copy. And then let's go back to the landing page so we can install that. So life insurance broker in Dallas, that's the one I was working on. Great. So once you want to install that form here, right? So the way to do that is to click in the pencil here to edit, and then paste the shortcode WP Forms ID 29. So you see it placed it here. So I'm going to update, and I already have the form. And that form is good when someone fills this form. That form is going to send a lead to your email. Okay, so when you are creating the form, you're going to set the email that you want the lead to go to. Now, same thing here. If you want to change the icon, all you have to do is go here to the icon library to change the picture here. You click in the picture and you change. So it's really point and click. Extremely easy for you to go and edit. Then your name, same thing, testimonial. If you want to change the picture for your client, you change it here. And then for the contact me section, same thing, call me. You change here the link to your phone number and then your Instagram URL or your Facebook URL. Okay? So once you're done with this, all you have to do is update and then go to the dashboard. And we're almost, can you believe that we're almost ready? I can't believe that we did this in how long? I think we did it in 10 minutes. That's amazing. So once you go back to the dashboard, you're going to see a page that looks like this. And over here, this is going to be the public URL, so the public location of your landing page. That's where you want to drive traffic to. Okay, so you're going to copy this location, and then you're going to test. What do you need to test? You need to test if it works on mobile, if it's loading fast, if the form is working when you fill the form, if it is going to your email. You want to test the buttons. You want to click on WhatsApp and see if it goes to your WhatsApp. So you're going to test the landing page. If the landing page passed the test, then you're done. That's everything that you needed in order to have your web presence. Now, what do you do once you have that landing page up and it works? All you have to do is keep coming here every Wednesday. I'm going to give you a strategy. As a matter of fact, last Wednesday, I gave you one strategy for you to drive traffic to this landing page using YouTube. So make sure that you see that previous video, and then that's it. You can literally get your first leads just by doing this. And it took you minutes to do that. Okay, so hope that this is going to help you. Let's see what else I had. I think that's about it. If this video helped you, then I need to know. So the way that I have of knowing that I'm helping you is through the likes. So make sure that you hit the like button in this video. That is going to give me a signal that I am on the right path here of helping you. All right. So, and also leave me a comment. Leave me a comment here. Tell me what you thought about this strategy. Was it hard? Was it difficult? Or are you going to do it? And then I'm reading all of the comments personally. So make sure that you do that so we keep in touch. Now, once you have that landing page, you could duplicate that landing page for a different product, for a different strategy. But at least now you know how to get started, how to build your first landing page. It was a pleasure to be with you here today, and mark your calendars so we meet again next Wednesday at noon CST. Bye.